Hello and welcome to another episode of How You Can Do It Too. In this episode, I'm showing you how to replace the female end of an extension cord. This one is very loose, won't stay plugged in, keeps falling out, and actually it can cause your equipment to spark and short out and get hot and melt, so we don't want that. I'm going to show you multiple different ways, but first thing you want to do is go get you a female, and this actually works the same way if you're replacing the male end, but for this video it's going to be the female end. Go get you an extension cord repair in. You can find it almost anywhere at your local hardware stores, pretty cheap. This one was like $5. I'm going to show you different ways to do it, but these are small. But if you have needle nose, much bigger than these, they have a wire cutter right there. I don't know if you can see that. If you don't have that, you have a pair of Kleins, get your pair of Kleins. They got wire cutters on it. If you don't have that, maybe some wire strippers. This is what I have, but just anything that you can just cut, right through the cord. Definitely have a Phillips screwdriver, which that's a standard, but this one actually changes over. For this one, it's a Phillips screwdriver, razor knife, sharp knife to strip the wires, or there again, can use the wire stripper. But I'm just trying to show you if you don't have, all these tools, and it's pretty simple. So let's get started. Okay, for the first thing, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's all we're out. First thing to do, I'm going to use the Kleins. There again, you can use the wire strippers, needle nose, whatever you have. Let's just go ahead and get this all cut off. See, it's that easy. Then, what we're going to do is, I'm going to take your repair, loosen this up on the ends. I'm trying to do this where you can see. And we're going to take this apart. This is exactly how it came. One's kind of all the way in it. I'm going to pull that out. All right, let's set that aside for now. Then, this part to loosen here, I'm going to just shove it through. Actually, I'm going to have to loosen it up just a little more. And we're not going to tighten this down yet until we get it all together. But you're going to want to feed that through like so. Then what we're going to want to do is you can take a razor knife. My wire strippers aren't big enough, but we're going to trim about 1.5 inches, 2 inches off. Just going to go all the way around it. Try to do this where you can see it. And then some people, take it and cut all the way like this. But you might want to, be careful you don't cut in your wires. Peel it back like so. See if you're going to have enough. Let's see, would that be enough to go around there? Yep. So, cut off this extra. Be very careful you don't cut your finger off. Cut off the extras, get rid of all of this stuff. This. Again, try to do this without cutting the finger off. But the next what you're going to want to do is strip these wires. If you're using a wire stripper, you only need to take off a little better than 1/4 inch. Just wind it all around. That's my grandson you hear watching me make these videos. Strip it down about that far. If you're using a razor knife to do it, because you don't have wire strippers, do the same thing. Just don't cut all the way through it. Just go about 1/4 inch all the way around. Need to get these out of the way. There again, try not to cut your finger off. But as you can see, you can do it with the razor knife, and then just grab it, pull it off. See, that was with just a razor knife. If you don't have strippers. And let's go ahead and do this one. There again, about a 1/4 inch. There we go. All right, and hold on a second. Okay, you seen I did that with a razor knife, with a stripper. You cut it off with clines. Make sure you twist your wires nice and tight on the ends. And you can see I still left this piece on sliding. I'm not tightening it down. I'll show you what to do with that later. But then you take your other piece that you took off. You can see it's got 3 screws on it. The green one is going to be your ground. Then on my wire, it's actually green here now, but trying to do this where you can see it. It's going to go into the green ground. Now, these come kind of tight, so what I do is I loosen them up a little bit so I can get the wire in there, all the screws, because you're going to slide them in to the little slots. And to make it a little easier, I just back them all the way out. Just depending on the thickness of your wire, make it a little easier. So, first thing I'm going to do is take the green wire, open the door up, slip it into the slot, push the wire in, and then you're going to go ahead and tighten that down. I don't know if you can see. Get it good and tight. And then your other ones, so I'm going to go ahead and put these into the little slot on each side. Whoop, back up on the camera. And then I'll tighten those down, then we'll go on to the next step. But you just take the 2 leftover wires, slide them into the slots like so, and tighten them down. So I'm going to stop the camera for now because you don't need to see me tighten them down. Okay, as you can see, I got them all in tightened. So now what you want to do is, we're still not going to tighten this up, but we're going to line these screws up and get them into this piece here. Let's shake it around a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but you just kind of pull it through. Make sure they're all into the little holes. Push it down. Tighten these up. And I wouldn't, start torquing them down. You don't want to strip it out, but see how easy they went in? Kind of tighten it. Oop. Sitting there telling you not to strip it, but I didn't strip it. Just make sure yours tighten down real good. Now you can tighten down this piece, because it's just going to hold the cord in place. So and I kind of snug it on each side. And there's probably 1,000 of these videos, but I said, what the heck, I'm gonna make one. But you can use this different stuff to, cut the wire. I just want to show that, but see what this does? It clamps down on the wire. But there you have it. That's a done deal, replaced. Hope this has helped you. That's why I make them. And have a good day.